Hello everyone, good to have you here again. It's been a long time here, but yes, this is me. I'm going to cut back on the stories and all the behind the scene reasons why I have not been posting since the last Saturday in January 2026. Well, the good thing is that I'm here alive and well to the glory of God. And yes, I am bringing to us a video that I should have brought up or posted here a while ago. So I'm going to dive straight into it without much ado. So I mentioned some time back that I have stopped using seasoning cubes. I think I mentioned on my WhatsApp status that I stopped using the regular seasoning cubes for our meals, and then I came up with natural alternatives, or I found these natural alternatives online. I decided to try them out, and it was really a very great and fantastic replacement, right? It's not, I know a lot of people will be concerned, will it still taste great and all of that. I agree that there's a particular number of days or weeks that it takes for your taste buds to actually adjust to an alternative to your regular seasoning cubes, and I think that is about 3 weeks, right? But for me, it did not take that long, maybe because I'm not naturally a sweet tooth, right? I don't have a sweet tooth, I mean, so I really adapted fast, right? But by the time the rest of the family settled in, it became the alternative we knew. One of the reasons we decided to do this is because we had entered a phase in our lives where we wanted to be more intentional about what we were putting into our bodies, right? And I know that especially for us believers, it's so easy for us to become lazy. It's easy for us to hide behind cliches like, oh, God forbid bad thing, it's not my portion. We really leave our responsibilities on the table and say, God will do it, God will take care of me. But we forget that God actually gave us our responsibility, gave us our part to play in ensuring that we live healthy and fit lives, while He also has His own part to play. He has promised us divine health, right? But we have a part to play. We need to cooperate with Him to ensure that we are enjoying that life that He actually planned and designed for us to live, right? So we should not consciously begin to feed ourselves poisonous substances, okay? When you know, sometimes you do not know something is harmful, but the moment you know, it's the wise thing to do to begin to find a healthy replacement, right? So this is one of the things amongst many other things that we started doing intentionally. So I'm going to be sharing these ingredients with you. There are things you can find in the regular Nigerian market, and it's something you can prepare by yourself. It's not difficult at all. So come along with me. Okay, so I have my ingredients here. So I'm just going to be showing them to you one after the other. So this is dry onions. So I bought this in the market. You can get it in the market. You can get it in a regular provision store. I think it's 1,500 for a pack. So next you have ginger. This is also powdered ginger. This is completely organic. There are no preservatives in this particular ginger and garlic I just showed you, okay? So this is 2,000 naira because ginger is actually more expensive than garlic. And then you have cayenne pepper. So this is 1,000 naira also. So next we have oregano. So this is oregano, and this is parsley, dried parsley, okay? So then this is sea salt, right? So I also use this sea salt. And then you have black pepper. So I bought this one, it's quite expensive. So black pepper that comes in this measurement is like 4,000 naira. So since I was not really doing a lot of this seasoning, I just got this one. This is 50 naira per this pack. So this is 1,500 naira. So I'm going to blend all of this together and then mix them up in a bowl and keep inside a storage container that I keep inside the deep freezer. You cannot keep it in your kitchen shelves because there are no preservatives, okay? These are all natural ingredients. So if you do not want them to become moldy, it must stay inside in an airtight container in your deep freezer. So I'll carry it along as I blend so you can see the texture and what it looks like. So basically these are already blended, the garlic and the ginger and the cayenne pepper. So I'm not really going to blend these, and the black pepper. So I'll just pour this in a bowl and mix everything together. But I'm going to blend this, the oregano and the parsley. I'm going to blend the onions, and I'm going to also blend the sea salt. One ingredient is not here, and that is lake salt. So lake salt is like, it comes like in a stone form, right? But I did not get to buy it today because the lady I normally buy from she didn't open her shop. I do not know if it's because it was a Thursday, because as at the time of doing this video, it's a Thursday. Markets don't open until after 10 a.m. so maybe that's why she wasn't there even at 12 noon, right? Because that particular ingredient is quite scarce, so she's the only one who sells it around in my neighborhood. I've not discovered an alternative seller, right? So but that is not here, but it will not really make a lot of difference because I have my sea salt. I'm hoping that she would have it maybe next week so I could buy it, blend it and add it to what I already have here. So come with me. All right, so I'm going to be pouring them into this bowl. Yeah, so this is my mixing bowl. So I'm pouring in the cayenne pepper, pouring in the ginger or the garlic. You could actually wear a nose mask, right, so you don't inhale the ginger, garlic and pepper, because when you pour it out, there's this cloud or dust particles, tiny particles for me that it emits. So yeah, just to protect yourself, you don't want to go sneezing. But somehow I'm able to cope without a nose mask. So if you are sensitive to smells, I would advise that you use a nose mask. Sharp. So this is the black pepper, pouring it in. Ooh. So what I have here is going to last us for about 3 weeks. So I'm going to pour the other ingredients that need to be blended into my blender. So this is a Philips blender. I've had this blender for like 8 years, right? It will be 9 years old. In fact, for 9 years. Yeah, I've had it for 9 years. So I saw the person who I learned this from, I got this alternative from, she used a food processor. So when I tried it, mine was not smooth. So I don't know why. So you don't need to stress yourself with anything fancy, anything complicated. If you have a blender, Binatone, regular blender like this, it's going to work. So now I'm pouring in this sea salt into the blender, and then I'm pouring in the oregano, and then I'm going to blend. Where is my base? Yeah, there you are. Okay, so we're going to blend. I don't know how to make you see this. Let me turn my camera. So yeah, so this is it. So you see, this is my small but mighty blender. I have blended it. I don't know if you can see, this is what it looks like. So you can see it looks powdery and it's smooth. So that's the sea salt blended with the oregano. So now I'm going to pour it into this bowl. So yeah, pour it to make the rest of it. Are you sure I don't need a nose mask at this rate? Because this thing is tickling my nose. So now I'm going to blend the parsley, dried parsley. I think to save time, I'll add a bit of the dried onions into it, so that I don't have too much. I'm not blending too much of the onions in the next batch. Look at what's going on here. Yeah. Okay. So this is what it looks like. This is the dry onions and the dried parsley. Yeah. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So it's not very smooth. I'm going to go again until it's smooth. So okay, now you see the texture. Now it's smooth, right? So yeah, so that's it. So I'm pouring it into the bowl. So I'm pouring the onions in little portions so that it could blend, it could be smoother quickly, and just to make blending easier. Okay, so this is smooth, but because this is onions, it has this sticky consistency. It's sticky, but that's how it's supposed to be because it's onions. Okay, so pour that in there. Now blend the rest of it. That's the reason you need to keep it in your deep freezer, not in your regular storage cabinet in the kitchen. If not, it's going to grow mold and you'd have wasted your money, your time, and your efforts. We don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm done blending now. So this is what it looks like. So now using the spoon may not really help you mix it properly. So you can use your fingers and just mix everything together. So there are some clumpy parts, and I think that's from the onions because like I said, the onion has this sticky feel when you are done blending it. So and then when you're done doing this, please ensure you wash your hands thoroughly because of the pepper in it. Okay, don't go just casually wash your hands. Wash your hands. I hear they say when you wash your hands with salt, it helps to reduce the effect of pepper on your skin, right? So yeah, so you just keep doing this until it becomes smooth as possible. So yeah, so remember, you're still going to add regular salt, a bit of regular salt into your food, but this right here has replaced your regular seasoning cubes. Okay, and one other tip I would like to share is that include as much onions as you can into your meals. You're making beans, use a lot of onions. You're cooking rice, jollof rice, use a lot of onions. You're cooking stew, use a lot of onions. Even your soups, right? Include more onions in your meals. It's going to really elevate the taste and you will not miss your regular seasoning cubes. So this is the container I use. So I just normally leave this measuring spoon inside. So this is what we'll measure the pepper with. What we'll measure the spices with. If there's anyone left inside the container, pour it out. Like I just poured it in the cover, and then add the freshly prepared alternative to your seasoning before you pour whatever was in there. So now the reason I just do this is because I feel better knowing that what was left there previously has been used up before we started using the fresh one. So I don't want something that's been there for 3 weeks to be at the bottom, then we use this one for another 3 weeks before we get to use that older portion of it. Okay, just my way of handling it, right? You could do whatever suits you. Okay, so yeah, now I'm going to pour it into this container. My nose, I should have worn a nose mask. I don't know, I was doing the dishy. So I just pour this back on top and then I covered it. So this is what we have. Sorry, my container is not so pretty anymore. It has seen better days. I've been using this since August last year. So this is going to last us for 3 weeks. 3 weeks, or in fact, I'm saying 3 weeks. I'm going to label this container right to this date. So when it's exhausted, I'll come back and update us and let us know exactly how long it lasted. Let me not just assume. I'm actually just assuming that it's 3 weeks. It could be more than 3 weeks, it could be less than 3 weeks, but definitely not. It's definitely more than 1 week, right? So there you have it, your alternative to regular seasoning cubes. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave in the comment section. I'll be very happy to answer you. God bless you.